Hi, my name's Ian and welcome to the channel. If you've not been here before and you have been here before, then welcome back. So in this video we are going to be prepping a new wing to replace the one on Annie the Tranny. She's a bit on the rusty side and seen better days, so that is the plan. I bought a pattern wing off of eBay a little while ago. It cost me £30 including postage and packing, which I thought was pretty good. It did have a few marks on it and that, but I've rubbed it down now and it's now got about 3 coats of white primer on at the moment. There's a couple of tiny little bits I just need to have a deal with. Yeah, I thought for the money, I'd already got the primer in the garage, which I'd had for quite a long while. Yeah, it seems to be coming quite well. So just need to get some Ford frosted white. I think it's called frosted white or frost white or something like that for the thing. The inside of the wing is still black at the moment, so I've got some other white paint which I think I'll just use just to spray the back up, just so it's all one colour, and then use the proper stuff just on the outside. I've just given the inside 3 coats of some white I had left over. I actually noticed that the panel's actually got a small dent in it now, which I might need to look at, but at the end of the day it's a 15-year-old transit van with 171,000 on the clock, so we're not going to be too particular about it. At least it'll be a non-rusty wing. Right, that's the primer all prepped now, so I've got the frozen white paint now and I'm going to start painting it. Obviously get the face mask on, etc. I'm going to shut the door to cut down the breeze, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Well, I put a dust coat on it and a first coat on it. And I don't know whether there's, because I did some rubbing down earlier on with some wet and dry, whether there's some water dripped on it or not, I'm not sure. There's a mark just there, which looks like a water run. I don't think it's a paint run. So I'll let that go off for a bit. And also as well, just there, I don't know how much noticeable that is, there's a mark in it there as well. So we're going to let it dry off for an hour or more. It's a nice warm day today, it's around 22 degrees, so fingers crossed come out in an hour or so, get that quick flat out and then carry on with it. It's the joys of spraying stuff in your garage. Right, since I flatted down the areas that were sort of showing up with some marks on, I've given it another 2 coats. It's not looking too bad now actually, but what I'm going to do now is leave it for 24 hours because there's still 1 or 2 bits in it that are still sort of showing marks on it, and at the end of the day, so I'm going to be on a 15-year-old transit van, so we're not looking for perfection here, but at least looking for something that I'm sort of happy with. So yeah, the idea is now to leave it for 24 hours and give it a flatten back and then give it 2 more coats. Well, it's 24 hours later now and I gave it a quick flat down and it's now had 3 more coats of paint. It's a little bit orange peely, but nothing that I think we can cut and polish at a later date. I'll probably leave it now for a good couple of weeks to harden off. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. There is a hair stuck in it at one down the bottom end there, but it's only sort of in the surface, so it'll be alright. Just warming it up at the moment. I've got a halogen heater in here. Just let it warm off for about half hour. It should be fine. By the way, if anyone's interested in the paint I'm using, it's by a company called WLW Auto Paints. Got it from eBay. Cost me £30 for 3 tins of it delivered. I'm not that enamoured with the paint itself. I've used better, but as I said, for a 15-year-old transit van, we're not going to worry too much about it. But yeah, I wouldn't consider buying this again. Let's put it that way. I'm just going over it with some 600 wet and dry at the moment, which seems to be knocking off the peaks at the moment. So it's actually wet at the moment. But you can actually see that it's starting to pick up a shine in it now. The camera's picking that up, but I think it's picking it up okay. So then the sort of from the swage line going that way, I've not managed to start that bit yet, but just sort of doing this lower section. It's highlighting the bit of a dent that's in it in a couple of places, but I've got a PDR kit, so I might have a play with that at some point. But, yeah, it's starting to get a bit of a shine on it now anyway, so I shall carry on and then show you a bit more in a bit. Right, I think I'll start now with the 600 wet and dry. It's got it quite flat now, so I'll get it dried off or cleaned off, dried off, and then try some cutting compound on it just to see if we can just get it, finish it off. Did actually burn through it here at this point here with the sandpaper. It's I'm not sure whether that bit's visible or not, but I can always blow a little bit of paint in on there if necessary. I tried some cutting compound on it, but I realised it was still a little bit sort of knobbly, so I've now started going over it with some 1000 wet and dry, which seems to be knocking it back a bit more now, so carry on with that, and then perhaps start with the cutting compound and the T-cut etc. in a bit. Well, I'm back on today trying to make this paintwork look a bit better. As I've said previously, I'm not looking for anything 100% here. They're saying that I'm a bit of a perfectionist myself, so I'm a bit disappointed with it. But then again, as we've said, it is going on a 15-year-old transit van that's got marks all over it. So anyway, I'll just hit this now with some G3. So that bit I've just sort of polished up. It's not looking too bad. Some orange peel in that in the paintwork, but it's not looking too bad. Then obviously I've just got to polish back these other bits now, where the G3 is just drying out. And then I've got some G3 wax, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with that for a few 2 or 3 applications and see what it looks like after that. Well, that's now had 3 coats of G3 wax on it, and it's not looking too bad now. But what I thought I'd just do is I've been looking in the drawer and I found this Maguire's Canuba wax, so we'll just give that a bit of a splash as well, just so we can get it any more shiny. Right, that's now what it looks like after having the Canuba wax on there as well. So it's not 100% perfect. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it for now, get it fitted on the van, and then the rest of the van's going to need cutting and polishing anyway. So we'll deal with it then if it needs any more doing to it. But I think it'll do for now. Right, so now we've got the wing to this point. In the next video I'm going to be taking off the old wing and putting this one on, which I think might also be more fun and games, but we shall see. Well, I hope you found the video interesting or even mildly entertaining. Yeah, we had a bit of fun and games with it, but we got there in the end. But yeah, if you've got any questions regarding that, please don't hesitate to ask. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again in the next one. Cheers.